We have got a whole lot of loving for the glutes and abs today. This is such a fun combo to train, and we have got 3 muscle building rounds to do it in. The structure for today will be those 3 rounds. We're gonna have the first 2 rounds for the glutes. The last round is gonna be all about the abs. The first round is gonna be 3 exercises repeated 3 times through. This is going to be working for 45 seconds, resting for 25 seconds. Then we'll hit our second round, which we are gonna work 5 exercises 2 times through, working for 60 seconds and resting for only 15 seconds. And then that third round through for the abs, we've got 5 exercises repeated 2 times through, work for 30 seconds. And if you even want to call it rest, we're going to get 5 old big seconds to rest in that round. In between each round, we're going to have 45 seconds to rest and recover and get ready to go again for our weight today. With the first round for the legs, this is going to be our heavy round. I really want you to focus on going heavy for that first round. The second round, more about that hypertrophy and that muscular endurance, so you're going to use a more moderate weight. When we hit the last round for abs, no weight at all for that. And then optional equipment, you see I've got my exercise bench out here today. If you have that, that's going to be for hip thrusts when we get there. So know that you can also use a couch, your exercise box, just some sort of elevated surface if you want to use that. If not, modification will be on the ground, and you'll see that on screen. I've got my ankle weights out here today. I'm gonna put these on after the warm-up and just keep them on. This will only be for a couple of exercises, but won't affect the other exercises to have them on. And then I've got my booty band and my mini resistance band. I'm gonna use the booty band for the first round, mini resistance band for that second round. And with that, we gotta get into this workout today. So we're gonna start with some glute activation. So make sure to take time in this warm-up because this is gonna lead right into the workout perfectly. So we're gonna squat it down, low lateral to rear lift. We're gonna lift, side, and then rear. Right now, really think about squeezing and warming up through the glutes. All of these exercises are gonna be targeting, or all of these warm-up exercises, I should say, are gonna be targeting the glutes. Our core will be warm by the time we get to the third round. So we'll get a little bit of core activation as well in this one, but last one, rear. Now take it to the other side, outside. So sometimes our glutes won't actually fire when we need them to. The other muscles will come into play. And so taking the time to train glutes specifically, really important to help you feel that mind-muscle connection, work to fire those glutes, and then also the glutes are the biggest muscles in our body. So to make sure that we are working those and getting the most out of them, super important. One more out and back, and then we're gonna go into a sumo squat and back. So legs out, toes out. Take a slight hinge here to activate those glutes even more, and then bring it down and up. Now, even though we have a hinge forward at the hips, that does not mean we are rounding through the back. It's just a slight hinge forward and up. Push that floor away. We're gonna take it down to the mat next. We've got 3 more glute activation warm-up exercises. Last 2. Down for glute bridge. No weight for any of these. I just really want you to focus on the squeeze in the glute. So bringing it down here, glute bridge, hands right next to your bum. We're gonna take it up, the squeeze, the activation comes right here. Squeeze the cheeks. And I'm gonna tell you, squeeze the cheeks is the theme of today's workout. That is gonna be one of the ways we can really activate and start to build strength in those glute muscles. We're gonna do 2 more, and then we're gonna flip it over for a fire hydrant. So we'll be on all 4s. Here's 2, squeeze. Last one, I want you to hold it with me. Hold it, squeeze. Squeeze a little bit more. Come on, you got some more squeeze in you. And lower it, bring it around. On all 4s here, fire hydrant, that means knee is bent. You can do this on your hands or down on your forearms, whichever feels comfortable for right now. And let's begin. Lift, squeeze, hold it, and down. Lift, squeeze. Keep that foot flexed. So there are 3 parts to that glute. We've got the glute medius, the glute minimus, and then the big old honkin' glute maximus. So you can see there are 3 different sizes. We've got the biggest one, the medius, and then the minimus. The last one, other side. Whew, so switching it over, up and squeeze, flex that foot. And while we're here, this is the last warm-up exercise, so just to give you a heads up, if you are using your Apple Watch today, I am gonna be using the traditional strength training option on my watch, if that helps you, if you wanna start your watch. We'll get ready to do that. Let's do 2 and 1 here. Whew. All right, so if you wanna add your ankle weights, you can do that now. We are starting heavy. The 3 exercises we have: squat, Romanian deadlift, and hip thrust or glute bridge. So we will get our bench out and ready for that. You can put your ankle weights on now if you want, and then again, if you're gonna use your band, right above your knees. So grab your heavy weights, starting out with squat, and let's do this. Bringing the weights up to the shoulders. Here are a couple things to help you activate those glutes even more. Take your feet out a little bit wider than shoulder width, maybe a little bit more than you would for your normal squat, and then turn your toes out just a bit. We'll take that slight hinge as well, and here we go. Drop it down, squeeze the glutes, squeeze, and press. Head up, chest up. Now, even with that hinge, that does not mean that we are rounding. So we're not rounding at the shoulders. So that's why I'm saying keep that chest up and open. Whew. Think about your glutes as you drop. Drop it. Now squeeze. If you are using that band, make sure you're pressing out on that band as well. If your knees start to cave in, that's gonna take that work out of the glutes, put a lot of strain on your knees. That's even with or without the band. Just keep those knees out just a bit. Whew. All right, here's the last one. Drop it. We got 3, 2, and 1. Nice, breathe. Whew. Second set, you can keep that band on. We're gonna do a Romanian deadlift. With this Romanian deadlift, to work into those glutes, I'm gonna say it again, squeeze the cheeks. Think about that, and then as you pull up, squeeze, and I want you to give it just a little bit of power. So give it a little speed as you pull up. Grabbing the weights, we got 45 seconds on the clock. Roll the shoulders back, weights in the heels, and here we go. 45 on, we're down. Hold it, squeeze the glutes. Now power pull. Whew, okay, yep, hello. Having strong glutes is crucial to minimize injury. The glutes, again, they are a powerhouse. So having them strong, doing this, showing up for these types of workouts is gonna make a huge difference. Ooh, squeeze. Also helps with your stability and balance. And overall, it's gonna give you more power in your workouts. Last one, here's 3, 2, 1. Nice, we're going into glute bridge on the mat. You'll see that modification come up on screen. But if you are using your bench, we are doing hip thrust. I like to use just 1 dumbbell for this. You can definitely use 2. Again, we're gonna keep that band on. Walk your feet out just a smidge wider than you would for that normal glute bridge here. And here we go. Drop it, squeeze up. Again, the squeeze is coming in that bum right here, squeeze. Hip thrust or glute bridge, make sure you're bringing it up, but you're not overarching your back, so you don't want to round through that lower back. Ugh. If you got that band on, keep that pressure on that band. Don't let it pull your knees in towards the center. Don't hold it at the bottom either. Squeeze up, hold it at the top. That's where you get that squeeze. Whew. Last one, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Whew, setting that weight down. All right, back into our squat. 3 times through for these more compound strength exercises. Grabbing your weight. All right. Legs out, toes out just a bit to work those glutes. And here we go. Drop it. Press up. Hello, glutes. Second set through this. Whoa. Whew. And let me just tell you something. This is actually my second time doing this workout because the first time I forgot to put my mic on. So I was actually not disappointed in the least though, because after I finished this workout, I was like, holy max ahoy, this was such a good ab and glute workout that I was excited to do it again. Now, could I walk for a couple days after? Questionable, but last 3, 2, 1. Whew. So I just want to say that right now because it's gonna get tough. It's gonna get tough, so stay focused. Don't lose your focus here. Go heavy. Maximize this 30 minutes. RDL, here we go. Roll those shoulders back. And remember, we're gonna give a little power pull at the end. And here we go. In this first round, as we are lifting heavier, this is more focused on that strength building. The next round through, still gonna be working on building muscle, but we've got longer work, shorter rest, a little bit lighter weight, which means, again, hypertrophy, muscular definition, building that muscle, but then also muscular endurance. Drive that bum back, really sit the bum back and pull. We're getting close. Last one, here's 3, 2, and pull. Woo. Glute bridge, hip thrust, grabbing your weight. All right, bring it on down. A little bit of a wider stance. So not a sumo stance, just kind of in between that neutral and sumo position. And here we go. Now, if you have your band on, you're not gonna be able to take it too wide either, because there's a lot of tension on that band already. What do we do here? We squeeze, yes, exactly. Squeeze the cheeks. Up and squeeze. Remember, don't overarch the back as you're squeezing and driving those hips up, but right here, squeeze, hold it with me. We're gonna do it again, squeeze it again. Squeeze it, now bring it down. Up, squeeze. Almost there. Here it is, hold it with me for 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Okay, good. Last set for this strength round. And with that squat, remember, sit it back. So as you kind of take off from that squat, think about sitting back in the chair, driving your bum back. Grabbing your heavy weights. We got 3, we got 2, and we got 1. Let's go. Drop it back. Whew. Keep that pressure on the band. Even without the band, make sure those knees are out. You're not letting them cave in. Stronger glutes will also help in your squats. If you think about keeping your knees out, if you find your knees bother you while you're doing squats, one thing that can help is thinking about keeping those knees out and putting that work through the glutes. It's sometimes we get quad dominated, or quad dominance will take over and we'll work more in the quads, the top of your legs, than the glutes in certain exercises. And when that happens, it can pull on the knee. Last 3, 2, 1. Our body is actually incredible. I love how it all works together, but that's why I will not stop talking about form and all those goodies, because that's gonna make a huge difference in keeping you safe and the strongest you can be for our workouts. Rolling the shoulders back, RDL. Couple things here, remember, drive the bum back. Think about keeping the knees back, but weight nice and close. And here we go. And then at the bottom, hit the bottom, power pull. Whew. Keeping those knees soft though, never lock your knees out. This Romanian deadlift is that soft knee with that big hinge in the hip. Drive the bum back, pull. So think about sitting in a chair, almost like you're driving your bum to that wall behind you. And squeeze. Maybe not so much sitting in a chair, that is more for the squat, but just that motion of back and down. Oh my word. Okay, wow, this is it. Here it is, last 3, 2, 1. Okay, I had no more power in my pull on that one. Woo, hip thrust, last time for this really heavy work. Woo, take a deep breath, get your mind here, don't let it wander. This is the last heavy set, so don't give up, bring it down. Oh, all right, here we go, in 3, 2, and 1. Down, Right up to it, start it already. Start the squeeze, hold it, and down. I haven't mentioned it yet, but I'm sure you got it already. And if you've ever worked out with me before, you know I've said it. When we lift heavy, our reps are a lot slower. So just take your time in it. Hold it up here for a second. Squeeze it. Especially as we're getting towards the end of this round. Don't lose that full range of motion. Don't lose your focus. Keep it up right till the very end. This is a workout that, yes, we are going to be pushing the muscles, but that mind over matter is going to have to come into play here. We are working the body muscles and the mind muscles today. Last 3, 2, squeeze it, and 1. Nice. Woo! Yes. So I don't know if you remember, but at the beginning I said in between rounds, we get 45 seconds to rest. So our time is ticking. Good thing is we get to take off the band for now. We are going to go into, keep your bench out here if you have it. We're gonna go into, we've got 5 exercises now, repeated twice. Hip thrust pulses, one side and then the other. So we're gonna work single leg, then a low banded squat walk, followed by, what are we doing? Donkey kicks, one side and then the other. So getting ready to go into those hip pulses. Remember, we're dropping the weight a little bit here. I'm gonna go with just 15 here. Single leg, so you can cross it over. You can also use kickstand if you need, but we got 60 seconds on the clock, and here we go. Pulses. Single leg pulses here, glute bridge or hip thrust. Whew. Little up, little down. Little move, big bird. You know it. And what are we doing throughout? I want you to think about it. We're not just lifting and lowering. We are squeezing the cheeks. So we're a little bit more focused on one side now than the other, but you can still get that squeeze in. We're working it, we're pushing it. We got about 15 to go. And then we'll get a short break, switch it over. Oh my word, keep on squeezing. Okay, da. Here's 3, 2. Okay, switch it over to the other side. Bring it up. Whew. Resting for 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Remember now, that break is shorter in this one because we are working that muscular endurance. So with that, we've got only just about 15 seconds to rest. Get into that next exercise. Really squeeze it up. And I love combining the heavy weight training exercises with more moderately heavy. It is just such a good way to challenge your body, but it also keeps it fun. I love just switching it up and then, oh my word, just feeling that burn. The burn's a little different with these exercises. You will notice then with those really heavy exercises. We are almost there. Then quickly, if you have your band, you're gonna put it on above your knees. We're gonna go into that low lateral squat walk. Here it is in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Whew. Now with the low lateral squat walk, I'm just gonna use one dumbbell, hold on to the ends of my dumbbell. I'm gonna keep it with this 15 pounds, bringing it up, and here we go. So keep it low, walk it out for 2, and then back for 2. Chest is up. Now you don't have to step super wide, but make sure you're stepping far enough to start to feel that through the glutes. And you gotta keep it low the whole time. Same thing here, we can take just a slight hinge forward, so not up straight. Slight hinge where that bum drives back to activate the glutes a little bit more. We're over halfway. Keep it low. Try to just keep moving through this. And next, we're gonna keep the band on. Move to the ground. If you don't have your band, no worries. We're gonna go into a donkey kick. Almost there, but no weight for this one. Here it is, last 3,
2, 1. Ooh, bringing it down for donkey kick. Now for me with the band, I like to just keep it under one knee and then the other knee I lift. Keep that foot flexed, stamp the ceiling. Going in 3, here's 2, and 1. Stamp it up and down. You can be up on your hands. You can also take it down onto your forearms if you would like to do that. Whatever feels comfortable in this one. As comfortable as you can be. But this is the one where the ankle weights are coming into play a little bit as well. So that just little extra weight in this. Woo. Stamp it up there. You're over halfway. Keep that core engaged, so think belly button to spine here. So you can keep that back flat. Oh, I'm falling over. The bum is shaking. Oh my. Almost there. Here it is. 3, 2, and 1. Other side, so swap the band under that other knee. At least I need to keep mine under the other knee because if not, it just likes to do whatever it wants to do, which doesn't work. All right, donkey kicks, other side, let's go. Now this is the last exercise before we start this round over. Quick mention on the bands. If you do not have booty bands or mini resistance bands yet, I do want to tell you, they are awesome to have. They are super inexpensive as far as workout equipment goes. They do not take up much space, but they add one serious burn to your workout. So if you haven't gotten those yet, just do yourself a favor. I giggle. It's a great favor. Hey, strong glutes, come on. If we're doing it, why not just add the band? Whew. But I know that even if you do not have the band on right now, that you are feeling this like something fierce. It is a fire and a half. Oh my word. Here it is, last 3, 2, 1. Okay, take the band off because we're going quickly back into those hip thrust pulses or the glute bridge pulses. Please move away. Okay, single leg, rolling it on back. The timer is going. Here we go. We got 60 seconds on, and let's pulse. Gotta walk my leg out a little bit more. Down and squeeze. We're back to that squeeze. Little up, little down. Whew. Oh my word, this is burning out. I remember this point in the workout the last time I did it, and I was like thinking to myself, how am I gonna get through this? Like I had stopped talking. I was just like, the burn is out of control. And now we're back again. And it couldn't make me happier. Be grateful for this burn. Be grateful that you get to be here today, because any day that we get to push and get strong is a good day. Last 3, 2, oh my word, 1. Switch it over, other side. Whew. 15 seconds goes by quick. We go in 3, here's 2, and let's pulse in 60 seconds. Other side, we're pulsing. Really squeeze. Your exhale comes with that squeeze at the top. And remember, even though we're working that one side, think about that muscle right here, squeeze it. Make that mind-muscle connection. I don't think there's any way, if you are going heavy and if you are following this workout, that you can miss that muscle burn right there in the glute, that you can miss that mind-muscle connection, because it is just, ugh. Low lateral squat walk is next, so remember we'll put the band on quick right above the knees. If you're using that band, you can do it with or without weight. I'm gonna keep my weight again.
Here it is, 3, 2, and 1. Back with the band. Last time for this one. Keep it low. We do 2 walks one way, 2 walks the other. 60 on. Here we go. And with this low squat walk, just a slight hinge forward, keeping it low that whole time. And try not to stay stuck in one place too long. Just keep it moving. You're in, you're out, you're in, you're out. And you're halfway. Yes. Doot, 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 doot. That's my excitement song for right now. All of my brain energy is going to just keep going, go through the burn. You can do this. So whatever you gotta do, whatever you gotta say, just do it. Almost there, donkey kicks next. And then last 2 exercises before we hit abs. Here it is, 3, 2, 1. Donkey kicks, bringing it down. Getting ready, 5 out. Remember, on your hands, shoulders, elbows, wrists in line, or down on the forearms, shoulders and elbows in line. And here we go. Stamp it up. Really get that kick back there so you can feel that glute. The squeeze comes right here. Squeeze all the way from that lift. Hold it and down. Squeeze. Let yourself at least say squeeze at the top before you bring it down. So that's our tempo. Squeeze and squeeze. Whew. Oh my. I'm telling you what, when you take these opportunities where the burn is just next level and you say, I'm doing 1 more rep, I'm not giving up until that timer goes off, you are going to see those changes. Last one. It is those little opportunities that we get in life that end up making the biggest difference. So in here, well, you know we are training here to be strong out there. We're switching over. Other side, here it goes. Push through it for this last 60 seconds. Oops, I forgot to put it under my knee. And then we get to say, get this band out of my face and kick it away. Because we are talking abs. And I'm gonna leave my ankle weights on for abs because we are gonna do dead bug. So just that little extra weight, why not just keep it on the ankles as we lower those legs. Squeeze the cheeks, remember that squeeze at the top. I almost forgot about it, I think I was going too quick. Whoop, gotta keep myself honest here, squeeze, there we go. Squeeze. We get 45 seconds after this one to rest. Last 3, 2, and squeeze. All right, here we go. Get that band out of my face. And we're moving on to abs. You don't need your bench, you don't need your weights, but the abs are about to be on fire. We've got just about 20 seconds, so I'm gonna give you the 5 exercises because remember, it's 30 seconds of work and 5 puny seconds of rest. I'm just laughing, I just feel like it was a joke at this point. Crunch hold with heel slides, V-sit with slow crunch, dead bug, cross-body crunch one side and the other. And yes, I'm taking my shoes off because when I did this workout the first time, I realized my heel slides do not work with my shoes on. So here we go, crunch hold, and let's go. So take it out, heel slides all the way out, pull and lose your sock as you go, cool. And squeeze in, don't lose your sock, just telling you what I did. Good, and squeeze. Get those shoulder blades up. Put that pressure as you extend, and then pull back in. Whew. Almost there. V-sit, slow crunch in 3, 2, 1. Legs out in V. Hold your V. Now here we go. We're gonna take it up, nice and slow. Up and down. This is a little bit more than a crunch, but not quite a sit-up. So just lift it up and down. Lift, hold it, control it, slow down. Now as you come down, I want you to think about, as that back hits, you're rolling one vertebrae at a time. Up, exhale as you squeeze, and down. Next is gonna be dead bug, just the legs. Here it is, last 3, 2, 1. Get those legs up, tabletop, arms up, alternate legs, down. Press that low back into the mat. If you find your low back arching, you stop that leg there, bring it back up. And if you find that the leg lower is too intense, just keep it here. Tuck those hips, press the back in. Cross body crunch is next. We're gonna work one side only and then switch it for that second set to the other. Oh my. Last 3, 2, 1. Cross body crunch, here we go, same side. Lift and squeeze and down. Squeeze, hold it. Try to meet that elbow to knee as you squeeze, exhale, and down. Almost there, we're gonna switch just to the other side. Good, now other side, here we go. Whew. Exhale and squeeze, hold it. Down, here squeeze. Hear yourself exhale with your squeeze. We're gonna go back to the crunch hold with heel slides. Last time through these 5 exercises. Oh my, here it is, squeeze it for 3, 2, 1. Get that chest up, shoulder blades up. We're gonna slide the heels and back, here we go. Keep that pressure on the mat as you slide and then pull and squeeze up. This second round through is gonna be, on fire. I'm losing my sock again. Whew. V-sit, slow crunch. Last 3, 2, 1. Slide it back out to that V. And here we go. Up. Come down nice and slow. You can keep your hands behind your head as well if you need. If not, reaching up. I like to reach, think about reaching to where my ceiling meets my wall and down, and that's where I keep my eyes the entire time. So I just keep my eyes right at that point where the ceiling meets the wall. Oh, dead bug, legs only next. Oh, goodness. Here it is, 3, 2, 1. Keep that low back pressed in, tuck the hips to begin with, and here we go. So remember, you can just hold it. If you want to hold dead bug, that is super effective as well. Just because you're not moving doesn't mean you're not working. So don't think that just holding that dead bug is just blop. It's not. Especially if you tuck your hips and think about driving your lower back. That's what is important. Drive your lower back into the mat, because as soon as your low back arches, it moves to the hip flexors. And we want to work abs right now. Woo! Cross body crunch. Here it is. Plant those feet and let's go. Squeeze. Exhale and squeeze. Ooh, same side. This has been so much fun with you today. We have really pushed, and that is why do not skip these workouts. If you love full body workouts, amazing, that is awesome. I do too. I really love full body workouts, but take the time to train these more focused sessions. We're gonna switch to the other side. Hold it with me for 3, 2, 1. And that's because sometimes we just need a longer duration to really focus on muscles, really push them to the limits. Sometimes on full body workouts, we don't get that opportunity. Now, it is still an amazing workout and you're still gonna build muscle. But again, just putting the importance on these focused workouts so you can really get the most out of your training. Almost there, and I know I have challenged you something wild today, but I'm not gonna leave you without a challenge. Last one, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Breathing, and our challenge today is gonna be to pair this with the thighs finisher. That is gonna be such a good pair. We're gonna work the inner thighs, maybe a little bit more glutes, don't yell at me, but it's gonna be fun. So also one thing, after that, make sure to get a stretch. Make sure to stretch those glutes out good because they're gonna be a little tight, which can pull on your back. So just make sure you get your stretch as well. We wanna be a well-rounded butt kicker, and the stretch is always important. I love you so much. I will see you over at our thighs challenge. Thanks for kicking butt. Thanks for getting strong. I love ya.